Thank you very much for the very generous introduction, and also thank you, Mr. Rajiv Kumar, Vice Chair of UNDP, for a very comprehensive presentation. And I'm also honored to be speaking here together with Mr. Atul Bagai, the UNEP rep, and also a very good colleague of UN. I really would like to first congratulate India, the government of India, and especially Niti Aayog for your commitment, dedications to really accelerate SDGs. I have, as I was introduced before coming here, I was in Maldives. I also worked in Nepal and Mongolia and other countries. But more than any other countries, I think India really spearheads in terms of SDG acceleration and the commitment. And I can see that it's really a global leadership that I'm seeing here. I always say that if India succeeds, the world will succeed. As Mr. Rajiv Kumar said it right away, exactly more or less the same. And I do believe that India will succeed, and we remain optimistic. And the most important part of SDG achievement is the political commitment and political will. So I think we're on the right track. Today's session is called SDG fast tracking. So in order to do tracking, we just need to do fast implementation. And what does it really mean? In the context of SDGs, we often say we will leave no one behind. And when we say it, do we really think of who they are that we are referring to? And here I would like to introduce two publications which really help me personally, because I'm relatively new to India, but also hopefully to all of you, which is Multiple Challenges of Marginalized Communities in Achieving SDGs. Also 100 Hotspots of snapshot of socially excluded and vulnerable population group and SDGs in India. And these were both published by Wadanatodo Abhiyan, the consortium of CSO. I don't know whether any of you from Wadanatodo Abhiyan is here or not. Yes, no? Okay. Anyways, please look at it. This is where you can get human stories of SDGs. That, for example, transgender, for example, even the Dalit group within even within Dalit group, there is also a lowest within the scheduled caste, the youth, people in Northeast, women, survivors of gender-based violence, Dalit and the bonded laborers. These are the vulnerable groups that we cannot leave behind. And for that, I'm very pleased to be part of this CSO, civil society organizations consultations led by Niti Aayog to prepare for voluntary national reporting, which India will be presenting in New York in a couple of months. It's very important to really listen to the voices of those who may be left behind. So I really would like to congratulate Niti Aayog for leading this very important CSOs. So we do, behind this SDG index, behind these statistics, we should remember these people. And 10 years from now, because we have, this is a decade of action. We have only 10 years to achieve SDGs. So we should be able to go back to those vulnerable groups from Dalit, from the survivors of violence, to ask them and see whether their life has substantially improved. And this is where UNDP would like to continue working with the state government, not only the national level, but also state government and in aspirational districts to lift up their life. Mr. Kumar, you also mentioned about the partnership. And this is exactly what I also wanted to mention. The partnership is very important. And well, I've been in UNDP for 22 years. And when I think of my first years in United Nations, it's almost unthinkable to sit and discuss SDGs or MDGs with the private sector. And the engagement of the private sector is the key to really drive the economy and also to make sure that nobody will be left behind. For the past 9 months, I have participated in many meetings, met many officials, state visit, but I think most things that I did is really to meet private sector. Here in the country, we have they are obliged to use 2% of the profit for CSR, and this is a remarkable scheme, that legislation that you have, and to bring private sector is another key, another drive for SDG achievement. So partnership and really to think of human stories behind those statistics is the key, and I hope that now we can all really work together towards SDG achievement. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.